Do you ever get sick and tired of having that voice inside your head tell you what to do and tell you how bad at everything you are and how you're not clever enough to do this and not good enough to do that? Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. And I've found a way to overcome all of that. In fact, I found a couple of ways. And it's important, though, that you know why this voice inside your head does it. Way back in the evolutionary days, as we first came onto the earth, the brain of that little voice was meant to keep you safe. So as you were walking around, those big wild animals that would easily kill you back in the day, you had to be aware of them. And so your mind was there to keep you safe, to stop you from doing something stupid that may get you killed. But the trouble is, over all these thousands of years, it hasn't stopped. It's still carrying on, doing what it was doing before. For the most part, it tells us what to do. It tells us that we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't try that, because things could happen and we'd come unstuck. The thing is, that trying to protect us has actually done us more harm than good, because so many of us are scared to take control. Because what happens is we have two types of thoughts, unconscious and conscious. Now, the unconscious thoughts are those that come to us all day long. It's telling us that be careful about this. You don't want to try doing that. Don't make a fool of yourself. Don't eat that, you're going to put pounds on. It talks to us all the time, but they're unconscious thoughts because they're just there. They're there telling us what to do. But what we have to do is to take control of our own thinking and say, whoa, 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 whoa. I control what I do. It's up to me. And it is. It really is. I agree that we all get things that come to us and worry us and get us upset. And things happen that make us feel down. And when we do, they take over our thinking and they make us feel as though we're not good enough. One of the ways that I've done for a while to stop all this is if I'm worried about something, say I've got a project and I'm doing this project, and while I'm trying to put it into place, my mind is starting to telling me that I'm not good enough. It's not going to work because of this or because of that. And if I start to feel down and I start to feel as though things are getting on top of me, the way I've come up with it is to give those thoughts a time limit. And I think to myself, come on, give me all you've got. You've got until 2 o'clock. And I will let all of the negative thoughts come in. And they can do what they want and they can say what they like. But at 2 o'clock, that's it. We're done. Go away. I've had enough of you. Let's get on with life. And that's worked for me so often. And I think if you try it, you'll find that it works for you too. You see, what we have to do is to tell that voice inside our head to shut up. Get the hell out of here. Who gave you choice? Do you have to believe everything it tells you? No, of course you don't. The times I have heard my voice tell me that I'm not clever enough, I've not had a good enough education to do such a thing, what makes me think that I can do this and I can achieve that? And then I think to myself, is that the truth? Because the truth of the matter is, it isn't. The thoughts that we get inside our head that try to tell us what to do and stop us from doing things, they're not necessarily true. They're just bombarding you with it. And because they bombard you with it, you think it's yourself. And it's not. It's like a separate entity. That voice inside your head, you have the choice to let it control you or you control it. When it tells you that you're not good enough, ask yourself, is that true? Because I'm telling you now, You're as good as anybody else. You can do the things that you really want to do in your life. You're only letting that person in the back of your mind stop you. You have everything it takes. I know this. I left school before I was due to take my exams so that I could run my dad's business because he was ill. I was 16. Henceforth, I've never taken any of my exams. They were O-levels in my days, they're now GCSEs. But I don't possess any. That's not stopped me at all. I've run businesses. I've been a director of a football club. I was chairman of a hospital radio station. I've been a sign writer. I've written pieces for magazines. It doesn't mean, because you haven't got an education, that you cannot do so much more than you think it is. And yet we allow our brain to tell us that we're just not clever enough. You've got to take control of your conscious thoughts. You can't allow your little voice inside to stop you doing whatever it is that you want to do with your life. You have to accept yourself for who you are and who you can be. You're not the only person who's made mistakes in your life. I can point to any person in the world, and we've all done it. And those mistakes that you make and those failures that you have, if you think about them the right way, they become stepping stones to your future. They're the lessons that you learn to help you on your road forward. So that little voice in your mind, tell it to do one, because it has no right to stop you from achieving the things that you want to do. Maybe you were bullied as a kid. Maybe you're at school, people told you were fat and you were ugly and you were this and you were that. Doesn't mean it's true. What you listen to from everybody else should have no bearing on what you want to do with your life. It's up to you. It is your life. What really helped me was years ago I found this book called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shed Helmstetter. And it explained the way the mind works and why it does what it does to help try and stop us from doing things. But also in the book, it told you how you could take it a step forward and how you could practice this thing called self-talk. And you could talk it into existence. You could fake it till you make it. You could tell yourself that you're charismatic, confident, all these sorts of things. You can be a leader of people. People trust you because you're honest. All those sorts of things. Even if you don't believe it at first, you can talk it into existence. But you have to keep doing it. It's not going to be a stage where, oh, I've done that for 3 weeks and it's not working. You have to keep doing it. Even today, I still have my own self-talk that I need at times. Why would you want to keep doing it? Well, when you have dinner and you wash up, you don't leave the plates dirty because you've done that already, do you? You have to do it again when you go and have a bath or a shower. You don't go, I've had a shower now, I don't never need to do that again. Well, the same goes with self-talk. The same goes with reading things that are going to help you move on in your life. You have to put the effort in. That little voice can control you, or you can control it. The choice is absolutely yours. The thing is this, you've got some choices. You can either, when this voice is telling you what you are not capable of, you can shut it up and say, but oh, you're so wrong. I can do this, I've got the abilities, I've been good at this, I've been good at that, I can do whatever I feel I can do. Or you can ask yourself whether it's telling you the truth or not. And if you think that it's telling you the truth, start thinking to yourself, well, what can I do to change things? Because you have that ability. You don't have to take everything that the little voice tells you at face value. Or, of course, you can leave it as and carry on and still feel bad about yourself. That's the choice you have to take. But you're better than that. We're better than we think we are. We're more capable of doing anything. That self-doubt that sits and lingers with us because that voice tells you what unconsciously, day in, day out, that you're not good looking enough, that the person over there is much more capable than you. We let that control us and we let us hold it back. It's time to say no. It's time to take control of your own thoughts and move towards the things that you want to do. But I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be that way. You are the boss. You control yourself. You can tell it to go do one and get on and do the things that you want to in your life. And that's it from me today. If you click over there, there'll be another video with bits of my advice and encouragement. I'm no guru, but the one thing I have done is lived a life. And so have you. Make it the best that it can be. I'll see you over there.